Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Water, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Hope you had a great weekend. I know I did, and I hope you're ready to get this morning started. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Then subscribe to the Fearless Morning Show. It costs nothing to do that either way, whether you're on the podcast, you can listen to that as well. We're on Audible, and everybody has Audible anywhere podcasts are found. So make sure you subscribe to that. And if they don't do any of that, tell them we have the movie, we have the books, we have all the things. I'm trying to put in all the links now so I don't forget. So, hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you're ready to get this day started today. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be the most amazing day ever. And if you share the show, please properly tag me so that I can tell you thank you. Because sometimes, like if you just share, I can't see it, or I don't see it sometimes for days later. So let me know so I can tell you thank you. So this morning, y'all, let's see if I got a quote for the day. And I don't think I do. I think I just want to go straight into the thought of the day. I think that's what I want to do. We'll do a quick one. Good morning, Joshua. Here's a quote of the day. That's a real quick one. Everything has a price in life. Everything has a price in life. Everything. Everything has a price in life. Good morning, Miss Love. How you doing? Period. And the sooner we understand that, the better we will be. So today, y'all, I want to talk about making peace with words. Okay? Making peace with words. I had a great weekend. It was full. It was a full weekend. But I had the opportunity to see how in moments of action, good morning, Lisa. I had to see how in moments of intense action, words can literally change the outcome of something, right? Like in the heat of the moment, words that are spoken can change the outcome of some things. Words that are so powerful that can calm you, redirect you, and help you achieve the goal that you said you wanted to achieve. I saw that this weekend over and over and over and over again. It became like and it's just now coming to me that it was like a running theme in my head. And it wasn't to just now that I'm getting it. And I think that's why I chose this topic. Thank you. Making peace with your words. Because our words are constantly going before us at all times, right? We always see what we said. We always see what we said. Period. You are always seeing the words that are coming out of your mouth. And the more you see those words, the more they change your life, right? So we need to make peace with words. So I want to talk about what you think you know and why it's getting in the way of what's possible. And what you think you know, you say it in words, right? You say it with limiting words because you don't have a full grasp of what it is that you're really trying to say. And so you don't even know what's possible. Thank you, Carrie. You don't even know what's possible because what you think you know is hindering you because you don't have the vocabulary to describe what it is that you want. We need some new words. So here's two words I want us to focus on, and y'all should know, y'all probably already know what they are. You need to look up the definition of abundance and power for yourself and then make peace with those words. Look up the definition of abundance and power for yourself, perhaps leadership, perhaps leader, whatever word that you don't quite understand, but you hear people say. Yes, yes, Joshua, they are. What are the definitions of those things, and make peace with those words? Because it is those words that are tripping you up and causing you not to move forward in the way that you need to go. It is what you think you know that hinders you from the possibility of what is, so you will never know, right? You will never know. Good morning, Miss Ari. So for me, power is an abundant opportunity to create good. I'm borrowing this definition from my friend Carolina and Radiant Expansion. Power is an abundant opportunity to create good. Find that definition for yourself and then work it out for you, not anybody else. The more you know, the more you can digest what you need to do. The more you know and the more you grow, the more you can digest the abundance and the larger portion sizes of what you need to receive. It comes back to you making peace with words first. We always see what we said. I can't, I don't understand, I can't have, and that, friend, is what you see. Good morning, Margaret. So as we begin to make peace with words, I need you to pick some words that you don't. You may be educated, honey, and have all the letters behind your name, and I'm proud of you. I love education. I need you to look up those definitions for yourself. Margaret says she was a big piece of a chicken. Right. Look up those words for yourself and make peace with them. Make peace with y'all. I wish I could just put you in the moment with me this weekend where I saw how words changed somebody's outcome instantly. So I went to a boxing match this weekend, and to see the person in the ring fighting, somebody's got to be the aggressor, somebody's got to win. And then for them to take a break and go sit with the coach to take a breather. And the coach says words that you can see the person digest, take in, internalize, and rework them to go out and then perform the words that were spoken over them. You see what you say. So what the coach said is what the person saw, and they went out and achieved that. So that meant they won the match. And in that moment, when the person first sat down in the corner, they were exhausted, they were tired, they were out of breath. And as the coach gave them water and said, take a deep breath, and as the coach loosened their garment and said, take a deep breath, and spoke words that this person understood, right? And then you can see that person taking in the words, digesting them, eating them, breathing them in, to then go out and do what they said. It's an amazing thing. Absolutely. Listen, and I want you, this is the power of the mind. And that's why I want you to understand, make peace with words for yourself. And as you make peace with words for yourself, this is what I want you to understand. Everybody's leap is not going to be your leap. Everybody's jump ain't going to be yours. Everybody's first step, everybody's forward movement is not going to be yours. It ain't, because we're all in this ring, this arena, doing our own thing. It's who's in our corner that's telling us these words that we digest and move forward with that is going to change the outcome. But first, we've got somebody may be giving you wise words, but because you don't understand the definition of the word and you haven't made peace with it, you can't move forward with it. And so when you see what you said, you only see the negative, the lack, and the I don't have, and the misunderstanding, and it ain't going right. That's all you have. Now, with all respect and humbleness, your mama and them probably gave you them words. That's okay. That's a-okay. We're at the point now, because we're old enough to look at words for ourselves, to look at our growth, to decide that the more I know and the more I'm going to grow, the more I can digest, the more abundance that I can have, and the larger portions I can receive. But if I keep my plate small, if I keep eating off the kiddie plate, the baby food, what we going to keep getting? You're going to keep getting treated like the infant or the child that you are. When you make peace with words, when you make peace with what people say, with how you articulate it, right? Come on, Carrie. It is the application of the thing. The journey is ours to travel. So my leap and my jump, it ain't going to look like yours, because my definition, and we're going to use two words, abundance and power. My definition of those may be different from yours. It doesn't make it any different. It doesn't make my definition better. It doesn't make yours better. It's the definition that we have made peace with ourselves so that we can move forward. So that when we say we want this thing, we can actually see it. Look at your life around you. Whatever you said is what you see. I know y'all sick of hearing me saying whatever you thought last week, last month, last year is what you are living right now. That God's honest truth. What are you saying? Make peace with the words that you don't understand. Whether you have education or not, you think you know the definition of abundance. Look it up. You think you know the definition of power. Look it up. You may think you know the definition of leadership. You do not. And then when you look it up, there are other words that can be substituted in for that word. Look those words up. And honey, make you a list. And as you make the list, circle the words that best feel good to you. And then from those words, form you a sentence that makes you feel good. Now, that's your definition. I can give you my definition all day. I adopted Carolina's definition of power. It's an abundant opportunity to create good. I can give you my definition of leadership. I can give you my definition of abundance. But boo, it's JoJo's. I went through the list. I picked out the words. I made a sentence that felt good to me. Right. Come on, Miss Carrie. It's true. And are you communicating the right thing to you? I was worried about Listen, I was so caught up in communicating the right thing to everybody that I lost track, that I couldn't communicate the right thing to the wrong person, because the wrong person would never receive it, because they don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. They may agree with you. Everybody that's in agreement with you doesn't mean that they agree with you. They're in agreement with you because it makes them feel good. Oh, baby, I agree with you. Yep, I love you, boo. Yes, let's buy this house. Oh, absolutely. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Your best friend, they're in agreement with you. Friend, I agree with you. Your job, oh, I'm in agreement with you that you can do this and this. But they are agreeing because it is the betterment for them, not the betterment of you or the betterment of the whole collective. We need to be clear about that, because the difference of that thing is life-changing. So here I was thinking I was communicating the right thing, which I was, but I was giving it to the wrong people, giving it to the wrong career, giving it to the wrong best friend, giving it to the wrong however many, because they were in agreement with me. And listen, you'll get caught up with say, well, 2 or 3 are gathered, honey, touch and agree. But why is we agreeing? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Are we speaking the same language? Do we have the same definition? And even if we don't have the same definition, is it in the general family? Are we going down the same road together? Some people agree because it's for the betterment of themselves, not because they actually agree with you. Margaret, you better talk on in that truck, sister. So today, as you find out definitions of things with yourself, for yourself, and you make peace with your words, however that is, you and me both, Margaret, the more you know, the more you grow, the more you can digest the abundance, the more you can digest your power, the more you can digest your light, the more you can digest who you are, and the freer you become in the digesting of you. It's like eating too much. You ever eat too much and your stomach hurt? That's you eating words you don't understand. You feel like you're full, but you still like, you ever been so hungry that you want to eat everything because nothing tastes right in your mouth? And you say, if you confused, like, I want something good to eat, but I don't know what it is. You don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. They don't feel good to you. So you're constantly searching for them. You're always looking for a word. That's how people church hop. That's how they can go from denomination to denomination, church to church, because they looking for something that they ain't tasted yet. But you got to understand the words that's coming out of your mouth first before anybody else can give them to you, because you don't know what you don't know. So you need to make peace with your words. Make peace with your words. Find out the definitions of things that you assumed that you thought you knew. And this is what happens when you assume. Let me help y'all out here. You make a butt out of you and me. That's what assume means. And the minute you assume is the minute you take off all of your responsibility for yourself and give it to somebody else, and then get mad because the result is not the same. So find peace with the words, whatever they are today. And know that as you are listening to whatever you're listening to today, the radio, honey, a book, I don't know who you listen to, what you listen to. Be mindful that what you hear is what you're going to see. Period. I was trying not to say a bad word, Mark. That's why I typed it out. So find out that definition for yourself and make peace with those words. Okay? And know that whoever you're sharing this journey with, your best friend, honey, the collective community, all the people, are we saying the same words that have the same definition, and are we moving in the same direction? Because everybody that wants to touch and agree with us ain't agreeing with us. They're agreeing because it benefits them, not because they truly agree with me. The more you know, the more you grow. You can digest more. You can digest more abundance. The larger portions you will receive. Maybe you have a small portion today because that's all you can understand for today. Maybe you have a difficult time understanding words. Become a friend of a dictionary, honey. Everybody got a phone today, but I'm a fan of a good old dictionary. You'll find about 2 in my house. Them old school, really thick ones. Look the word up, and then look up the words up under there. What is the substitute word? Now find the one that feels good to you, and then make a sentence out of that. Period. Let that be your statement. Let that be your new definition. So I chose 2 words, abundance and power, please look those up and decide what they mean for you. If you're a guy's girl, honey, go look it up in the Bible. Go get you what's the book that you get to cross look at stuff? Go get one of those. I can't think of the word of it. And break it down. Find a definition that fits for you. Power is an abundant opportunity to create good. I cannot help you if I don't understand how powerful words are. I can't help you if I don't understand what live past crazy means. I cannot help you if I don't understand who JoJo is. I can't. My desire to help and do good in the world will never come because I don't understand the words that I'm saying. I haven't made peace with them. And making peace with them means I've got to understand that I've got to be comfortable receiving more than my previous share of abundance. Yes, I have been blessed, and I'm going to be blessed abundantly more. And you cannot feel guilty about that. Your jump, your leap, your first step, your walk doesn't look like everybody else's. But we're all on this journey together. Now, where you fixing to go is this dependent upon the words that you say coming out of your mouth. Where you're fixing to go is dependent on you making peace with the words that are swirling around you. So the words that are swirling around you is what mama said. Well, now you know you can't go over there because them people crazy. Well, I don't want you to date him because his mom and him, and he ain't that cute, and he ain't got no money. You can't work over there because you can't go to church over there because they worship or something. And I don't know what they call God over there. Well, you can't live in that community because so-and-so live over there. And she always been a little fast. That's why she can't be your friend, because she's a fast little girl. So you got all these words swirling around. You can't quit that job, JoJo, because you got responsibilities. You got children. You can't quit that job. And you have a freaking hurricane of words swirling around you. A hurricane of words, okay? And you can't hear anything. Nothing makes sense. Thank you, Margaret. You can do whatever you say. You're living that now. We always see what we said, and that's by JoJo. So as all of these words are swirling around, and maybe you went to church and you got a word. Maybe you read a book and knew you understood it. And then you try to articulate it to somebody else and it didn't come out right. And then you say, well, I can't say it like they said it. Did you understand the words? 1. 2, have you made peace with saying the words that's coming out of your mouth? That's why you can't have certain conversations with certain people. They're not going to understand. And perhaps it makes you uncomfortable because you not made peace with the words for yourself. I used to feel uncomfortable when I talked about abundance in my dreams. I used to feel uncomfortable when I shared it with different people. It's because I hadn't made peace with it for myself. And when I made peace with it for myself, then it didn't matter if you was uncomfortable, because honey, JoJo understood the definition of the words, abundance and power. I understood that my leap and my jump was different. I understood that it wasn't in particularly for you to agree with me. I was choosing to share with you, and I was comfortable with saying those words. So as words are swirling around, listen and look up the words. Find out the meaning of them, okay? And if you don't like them, now you're in a position to do something about it. Now you can decide if I'm going to learn, if I'm going to grow, if I'm going to stop and die in this place. You either living or dying. I want us to be clear. There's only 2 things happening. We either living or dying every single day. My big daddy say we were born to die. Living is what happens in between. Some people are waiting on death to be free. Some people mean to tribulate their whole life. They want the tribulation. They want all the things. They don't want anything different. And that's why, friend, it's important for you to make peace with the words for yourself. Come up with your own definition of abundance and power. Your mama loves you to her core. She'd probably give her life for you. Doesn't mean her definition applies to your life. Her mama's definition didn't apply to her life. At some point, we all have to agree that this is our journey. At some point, we all got to agree, hey, Mom, this is my journey. This is how I understand the words for me. This is what feels good in my spirit. Because you got your own spirit, and those words feel good in yours, but they not my spirit. And it may not feel good in my spirit. Because maybe that you limited that word, where I want to take the limitations off of that word. The more you know, the more you grow, the more you can digest the words, the more abundance you can receive, the larger portions you receive. Maybe we got bite-sized pieces because we understand bite-sized words. And listen, the smaller the word, the better. The smaller the word, the greater the meaning and the definition. But if you can only get half of the definition down, then that's all you can digest. That's all you're going to receive. Power is how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, P-O-W-E. 5 letters. But look at the possibility of the thing. What you think you know gets in the way of what is possible. Guilty. Jojo, what you think you know is getting in the way of the possibility of the things. Good morning, Tiffany. So on this great day, I want you to make peace with your words. Okay? I want you to make peace with your words. The quote of the day, everything has a price in life. And if you're not making peace with your words, friend, you're already paying the price with your life. Out of all the words that are swirling around in your head, all the things that people say, honey, pick some words that don't sit right in your spirit. Go look them up. And then look up the definitions of the other words that are attached to it. Synonyms, antonyms, look them all up. Because somewhere along the way, they got switched around. And you don't understand what you're saying. And know that your leap or your jump looks different than everybody else's. I chose 2 words today, abundance and power. I want you to look. I want you to understand that the power of the word, 1, the power of the thought, 2, the power to write it down. I want you to get paper and pencil and write down the definition of abundance and power. Write it. You remember you had to write definitions in school? Remember you have to look them up and write them out in elementary and middle school? You had to write out the definition. That's what I want you to do today. And remember you had to make a sentence. Write out the definition and make a sentence and insert you in it. This is the definition of power. This is what, put yourself, JoJo's power, Margaret's power, put you, the noun, at the beginning of the sentence and give me a verb in there. Honey, add in some conjunctions, some adjectives, and make me a good old sentence. Understand what you're saying. The more you know, the more you can grow, the more you can digest the abundance, and the larger portions you shall receive. You will always see what you said. Okay? Period. And some people are touching and agreeing for their benefit, not for the collective whole. Pick the words. Form your new sentence. Make that your new definition. Look at the words that people are saying to you. And maybe it's because you don't understand them definitions that you can't see the possibility of the thing. You don't see how this new job is going to work. You don't know how this relationship is going to work. You don't know how the career, you don't know anything because you don't truly understand the words. So please look them up today. Get paper and pencil and write them down. and then make peace with those words. Okay. Thank you, Joshua, for the song. Margaret, I like that song too. So on this lovely day, and I want you to have the most amazing day ever. Listen to people who are talking to you, honey. Please examine me and anybody else you listen to. Listen to the words. Again, at that boxing match yesterday, for the past 2 days, I saw children who were fighting. They get to the corner where the coach is giving them water, and the coach is in front of their face so that they have no other vision other than what's straight in front of them. And the coach is giving them words, and you can see the adult, the child, process and eat the words that the coach was saying. That child, that adult ate the wise words because they understood them. They digested the words. They breathed those words in. They took them in, and they went out. And what they heard and what they said is what they saw. The coach said, do this, this, and this. You will win. The fighter said, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and I will win. And the fighter went out and did what he heard and what he said. You will see what you said. And at one point I wanted to cry because it was so overwhelming in that moment to see how powerful words are. Like, even in the midst of fighting, even in the midst of pouring sweat, bloody nose, busted lip, even in the midst of that, when you got to your corner, you had somebody in your corner giving you wise words because you out there fighting like hell to win this thing. Because, honey, over here on Team Abundance, we're gonna win at all times. We're gonna execute, we're gonna play, and we're gonna win. To have somebody in your corner that says your moving language, that says words that you understand, you digest them, you understand them, and then you go out and make them happen. Absolutely, Margaret. I take my job very seriously. I take the words that are coming out of my mouth very seriously. If I do not, if I am half-assed with the words that are coming out of my mouth, then all who come to me for guidance and direction is at risk. Y'all remember that quote from Lioness Horizon? If at any moment we forget our fierce and fearless nature, then all who look to us for protection and guidance is at risk. The moment you are lackadaisical with your words is the moment that everybody and everything is at risk. So today I want you to make peace with your words. I hope this has helped somebody today. Here is Carolina's definition of power. I chose it. I use this definition for myself. Please look up definitions, honey, and go find one that fits you and it fits you the best. Power is an abundant opportunity to create good. Absolutely, Joshua. So on this most spectacular day, it's going to be the most amazing day. And it's, thank you, Margaret. And it's a heavy responsibility that you should not take lightly. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. In August, I will be in Tampa with Margaret at the Empowerment Summit. Please make sure you grab your tickets. I think the early bird special has already ended. Margaret will post the link to that so you can purchase your ticket. Come hang out with me in Tampa. I will be there. It's going to be a busy week that week. I will be in Ohio earlier that week for 4 days and then home for a day, and we'll be in Tampa. I think I'm going to try to stay an extra day to do a meet and greet. Don't forget the Sister Rise Retreat is coming up in August. Payment plans are available. Price goes up on my birthday, okay? So make sure you grab your ticket to that. All right. And one thing I'm thinking about doing, y'all, is a Live Past Crazy monthly subscription where every month you're going to get, it will be mailed to you. It's going to be a box and there's going to be a theme. I already have the theme. I already have everything planned out except sharing it with you guys. Where every month you're going to get a box that has a different thing that's going to help you live past crazy. It is going to focus on mental, emotional, physically, or financial. And every month you'll get something centered around that theme. Let me know if you guys are interested in something like that. I actually planned it out 2 years ago. And listen, this is the more you know, the more you grow, the more you can digest, and the larger the portions you receive. This was me being afraid of the possibilities of the things that I created and never told anybody. How many of us have done that? You're afraid of the possibilities and the larger portions that you receive, so you keep it small on purpose. April 14th, my journal it was April. I don't remember the date. April 2020, my journal entry. Jojo, why are you so comfortable in the darkness? Because you're afraid of the brightness of your light. I have things I have created and it's just sitting there because the brightness of my light is overwhelming, because I assume people won't understand it or may not know it or may not want it. When that's not the point. I want y'all to learn from me. That's not the point. The point is that you were given the light for a reason. It's not your business how the light shines. It's not your business who the light shines on. It's not your business who comes to the light. It is your business to simply let the light shine. A to the man. So on this most amazing day. And I want you to have a great day. I want you to have the most amazing day ever. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. Absolutely nothing. If you'd like to have your own copy of the Fearless Morning Show notebook so you can take your own notes, there's the link for that. It is a digital one. If you would like a printed copy, let me know. The price is different for a printed copy, but you will get it so that you can take your own notes. It's a place for thought day, quarter day, and your own takeaways. And you get a copy of my March notes to go with it. Y'all don't forget the exercise for the day. Make peace with your words. Write them out, okay? Look up the definition. Write out the definition, and then give me a sentence behind that. I promise you it will change your life. Y'all think you got to do something really big to change your life, and it's not. It's the little things. It's the little switch. It's the little bitty thing that goes off when you look at the words and write it down. So let me share what I'm going to do today. So today I'm writing out, and this is June. Y'all know my new year starts July 26th for me. July 26th is my freedom day, right? So I'm starting today. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to write out some things. I'm going to write out 3 goals that I want to accomplish. Personally, business, spiritually. I got my categories, and you could really say mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. I'm going to write out 3 goals that I'm going to accomplish for the next, before this year's out. And then I'm going to check those things off. I'm going to make sure I understand the power of the words, and that is simply writing them down so that I can see what I said, so that I can have what I said, period. Absolute little thing. That's how you change the world. So I encourage you today, honey, make it a year. Take it a year out. Make it 6 months, honey. Just write down. If you don't want to do mentally, emotionally, physically, financial, just write down 3 things that you want to effectively change today, and think on that thought every day. Do one action towards that thing today. Like I have my business and personal goals, lose 30 pounds by June 29th. I've done that. We've lost 34 pounds. All right. Peaceful. We've done that. Freedom. We've done that. We're working on the investment part. That's the only thing left under my personal. My business goals is 25 speaking engagements. Honey, we're working on that. I think we're only on 7. So we got to finish out the year with 25, make 6 figures. We're working on that. Hosting the Sister Rise Retreat is coming in October. Published 3 books, honey. We behind schedule on that one. Team Abundance program has already been created. Right there. And look, I'm gonna show you. If you've been in my office, this is the list. This is what I look at every day. Can you guys see it over here? This is what I look at every day. Every day that I sit down, this is right here in my line of vision. Every day. Absolutely, Margaret. So on this most amazing day, write them down, okay? Make it your business today. After you write out your definitions, after you look up your words, after you understand them, okay? After you pick out which one feels good to you, And to know that the more you know, the more you grow, the more you can digest with your abundance, and the larger portions you will receive. Now write out what it is that you want to do and think of only the possibilities. We're not thinking about what you don't know. What you think you know is getting in the way of your possibilities. Okay. So on this most amazing day, have a great day. Please make sure you share the show, because sharing is caring. I want you to have the most amazing day ever. If I can help you with anything, please let me know. If you, and I don't forget sometimes. Yeah, I do forget. If you would like to work with me more, this is where you can find some of my things, my books. You can find a place to book me for speaking engagements. Let's see. I think that's the right one. So you can find all the things. There you go. So on this most amazing day, I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me today. I appreciate you showing up every morning for the Fearless Morning Show, because you could be doing something else. So have the most amazing day ever. And I will see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.